Hi, welcome back to our bilingual summer story time. My name is Miss Karen and I work here at the Palm Springs Public Library. Bienvenidos nuevamente a nuestros cuentos bilingües de verano. Mi nombre es Miss Karen y trabajo aquí en la biblioteca de Palm Springs. So, since everything has to come to an end, today is our last bilingual summer reading. Como todo tiene que tener un final, hoy lamentablemente es nuestra última historia de cuentos de verano. However, we will still have programs coming up. We will probably start doing in-person programs, our story time in person, so get ready for that. Vamos a tener posiblemente más adelante nuestros programas y los vamos a hacer en persona, así que por favor estén atentos de poder asistir a nuestros cuentos bilingües para preescolares en persona. And so for our last theme for today, we decided that it was a good ending because since we are in summer, some of us might have taken a trip somewhere and travel. So everything that I have over here, it's about traveling. So before I go into my book, I would like to show you, for example, that we also have some magazines that you can come and you can check them out. También quiero hacerles énfasis en que aquí en la biblioteca tenemos revistas que ustedes pueden sacar y las pueden llevar a su casa. And to travel, sometimes we can't travel all the time. So another way of traveling is through books. So I have here France, that you can go to France through a book. You can go to Nepal, N is for Nepal. You can also go to Saudi Arabia and learn about countries that you haven't heard before. And you can go to Finland, to Europe. And over here, I've got some books about Japan. And what I wanted to let you know is that these books that have a red sticker on the side, these are Spanish books. Entonces, para viajar, nosotros no necesitamos tener que comprar boletos y tener que irnos en un avión o en un bus, sino que también podemos viajar a través de los libros. Y entonces les saqué aquí unos cuantos para que ustedes se den cuenta que pueden venirlos a buscar aquí a la biblioteca. Tenemos Finlandia, tenemos Arabia Saudita, países que tal vez no hemos oído antes. Tenemos Nepal, Francia, y para ustedes que hablan español, los libros que tenemos marcados como con estas calcomanías rojas, significa que son libros en español. Así que pueden venir, recuérdense que estamos marcando todos esos libros que estamos leyendo para nuestros boletos de las rifas que vamos a hacer. So we are also logging in all these books for getting the tickets to enter the raffles that we're going to be making soon. I hope that you can come over for the raffles. We're going to be having a storyteller. Espero que puedan venir aquí a la biblioteca en persona a estar presentes para las rifas. Vamos a tener a una cuentos para el final de nuestro programa. So be ready to listen to what she has to say. All right. So our words for today is travel. And in Spanish, travel, we say viaje. Viaje. Are you going to travel? ¿Te vas de viaje? Sometimes we use a map to go and travel. If we're probably riding a car, then you might use a map. And in Spanish, we say mapa. Mapa. Then we go to places, different places. And in Spanish, we say lugar. Lugar. All right. So if you are ready to start our story time, give me some thumbs up so we can start singing. Denme unos deditos para arriba. Si ustedes están listos para cantar. ¿Listos? 1, 2 y 3. Aplaudiendo. Clapping, clapping. Put your hands on your head, put your hands on your knees, put your hands behind you now, if you please. Las manos atrás, muy bien, muy bien. Put your hands on your tummy, put your hands on your toes, put your hands up on your cheeks, put them on your nose. En las mejillas y en la nariz, muy bien. Put your hands in the air, put your hands on your hair, clap your hands, 1, 2, 3, and fold them on your knees. Muy bien, esas manos en las rodillas. Perfecto. So, let me tell you that we have my first trip to a city. This is a book that is for beginners readers, and the good thing about it is that it's in English and Spanish. Este libro es Mi primer paseo a la ciudad. When summer comes, and sometimes we can travel somewhere, you can go to a city. That's why I picked the magazine. A veces cuando es el verano y tenemos la oportunidad de viajar, podemos ir a conocer una ciudad, por eso fue que escogí esta revista. Or you can also go to a farm, pueden ir a una granja. So it all depends where you can go. And also I have a Florida book here. If you want to know more about Florida and travel and see more of what Florida is all about, there's also a book available for it. Mi primer paseo a la ciudad, por Greg Rosa y Aurora Aguilera. My first trip to a city, written by Greg Rosa and illustrated by Aurora Aguilera. Let's start. Do you know how many ways there are to be able to travel? Like what types of transportation do we use? I'll give you that to think about. Me llamo Rose, vivo en un pueblo pequeño. My name is Rose. I live in a small town. Papá y yo vamos a la ciudad. Nunca he ido a la ciudad. Dad and I are going to the city. I've never been to a city. Nunca me he subido a un tren. Raise your hand if you have been in a train before. Raise your hand. And what's the sound of the train? ¿Cuál es el sonido del tren? I've never been on a train. Levante la mano si ya se subieron en un tren. ¿Quién se subió en un tren? Muy bien. El tren es rápido. Pasamos casas y granjas. The train is fast. We pass houses and farms. Pronto veo un pueblo grande. Soon I see a big town. Veo rascacielos. She's looking at some buildings. I see skyscrapers. Ahí es donde trabajo, dice papá. That's where I work, says Dad. Where is it? What do you see? It's a hospital. Do you think he might be a doctor? ¿Qué creen ustedes? Él trabaja en un hospital. ¿Será que él es un doctor? Or he might be a nurse? ¿O un enfermero? Bajamos del tren en la ciudad. We get off the train in the city. Hay mucha gente. There are lots of people. Yes. In every city, there's lots of people. Salimos a la calle. Wow! We walk outside. Wow! Vemos un show en el parque. Veo taxis. I see taxis. We watch a show in the park. Miren, están haciendo un espectáculo. They're performing in the middle of the park, en medio del parque. Papá y yo tenemos hambre. Vamos por unos perros calientes. Dad and I are hungry. We get hot dogs. Vamos al museo. Nunca he ido a un museo. Have you been to a museum before? We have the Science Museum over here, and we have more museums that you can also visit during summer. We go to a museum. I've never been to a museum before. Papá me lleva a la juguetería más grande que jamás haya visto. That takes me to the biggest toy store I've ever seen. Papá dice que es hora de regresar a casa. Dad says it's time to go home. Estoy cansada. Fue un día largo y divertido en la ciudad. I'm tired. That was a long, fun day in the city. Y colorín colorado, este cuento se ha acabado. The end. So I want to share my screen with you because we're going to see a song that tells us about how we can use different ways of transporting ourselves to any trip that we take. So sing along with me.
I spy with my little eye. You can hear with your little ear. A yellow school bus goes beep, beep, beep. And we all go traveling by. And we all go traveling by. I spy with my little eye. You can hear with your little ear. A bright red truck goes rumble. The yellow school bus goes beep, beep, beep. And we all go traveling by. We all go traveling by. I spy with my little eye. You can hear with your little ear. A long blue train goes choo-choo-choo. A bright red truck goes brrrr. The yellow school bus goes beep, beep, beep. And we all go traveling by. And we all go traveling by. I spy with my little eye. You can hear with your little ear. A shiny pink bike goes ring, ring, ring. A long blue train goes choo-choo-choo. A bright red truck goes rumble, rumble, rumble. A yellow school bus goes beep, beep, beep. And we all go traveling by. And we all go traveling by. I spy with my little eye. You can hear with your little ear. A little green boat goes choo-choo-choo. Shiny pink bike goes ring, ring, ring. A long blue train goes choo-choo-choo. A bright red truck goes rumble, rumble, rumble. A yellow school bus goes beep, beep, beep. And we all go traveling by. And we all go traveling by. I spy with my little eye. You can hear with your little ear. A big white plane goes zing. A little green boat goes choo. A shiny big bike goes ring, ring, ring. A long blue train goes choo, choo, choo. A bright red truck goes rumble, rumble, rumble. A yellow school bus goes beep, beep, beep. And we all go traveling by. And we all go traveling by. I spy with my little eye. you can hear with your little ear. A fast orange car goes vroom, vroom, vroom. A big white plane goes near. A little green boat goes chug, chug, chug. A shiny pink bike goes ring, 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 ring. A long blue train goes chug, chug, chug. A bright red truck goes rum, rum, rum. A yellow school bus goes beep, beep, beep. And we all go traveling by, by, by. And we all go traveling by. I spy my little eye. You've been here with your little ear. Two purple shoes go tap, tap, tap. Fast orange car goes vroom, vroom, vroom. A big white plane goes near. A little green boat goes chug, chug, chug. A shiny pink bike goes ring, ring, ring. A long blue train goes chug, chug, chug. A brush red truck goes rum, rum, rum. A yellow school bus goes beep, beep, beep. And we all go traveling by, by, by. And we all go traveling by. And we all go traveling by, by, by. And we all go traveling by. I spy with my little eye. You can hear with your little ear. A loud silver bell goes ding-a-ling-a-ling. And we all start another school day. And we all start another school day.
Very good. So can you remember some of the things that they mentioned in the song? What ways of transportation we use? They mentioned the train. Very good. And what's the noise of the train? Choo-choo. They mentioned a boat, un tren. Mencionaron un barco. They mentioned what else? A bicycle, una bicicleta. What else did they mention? Car, un carro. What is that? Un avión, an airplane. Very good. What else did they mention? Walking. We can also travel by doing some walking as well. So there are so many ways of being able to travel and also through our imagination. Así que hemos hablado de los medios de transporte, de cómo podemos viajar. Y también podemos viajar a través de nuestra imaginación. So, I hope that by this time, well, the raffle has already happened and that you won a prize, one of those baskets. I wish all the luck to you. And now it's time to do our closing rhyme. Ahora que ya terminamos nuestros cuentos de verano, espero que se hayan ganado una de esas canastas y hayan tenido suerte. Pero ahora vamos a cerrar con nuestra rima de adiós. So stretch those arms, estiren esos brazos. Leave one up, dejen uno arriba. Muy bien, leave one up. And so wave high, arriba, 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 la mano arriba. Wave low, la mano abajo, abajo, abajo. Oh, it's time to go. Wave your elbows, los codos, los codos, los codos. Wave your toes, los pies, los pies, los pies. Wave your tongue, la lengua, la lengua. And wave your nose, la nariz, la nariz, la nariz. Wave your knees, las rodillas, las rodillas. Wave your lips, los labios, los labios. And blow kisses, besitos, besitos. With your fingertips. Wave your ears, las orejas, las orejas. Wave your hair, el pelo, el pelo, el pelo. Wave your belly, la panza, la panza, la panza. And your derriere, la colita, la colita, la colita. Wave your chin, la barbilla. Wave your eyes, los ojos, los ojos. Wave both hands, las manos, and say goodbye. Adiós, 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 adiós. Stay tuned for our craft because we're going to be doing some scrapbooking. All right, vamos a estar haciendo nuestra manualidad en nuestro próximo video y vamos a hacer un diario de ver cómo podemos viajar y poner fotos. All right. Have a great day, you guys. See you soon. Hasta pronto. Adios.